action for you, just like we do every week here at the warehouse. So without further ado, who's ready for some wrestling? Your opening contest for Thursday Night Fights is a fatal four-way match scheduled for one fall. And it is to determine the #1 contender for the TNF Championship.
Hello and welcome to 880 Wrestling Thursday Night Fights. I, of course, am Pittsburgh's favorite Jagoff, here with the TNF champion, Marco Narciso.
Participant #1, accompanied to the ring by Centurion Hall, fighting out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is the Playboy, Elijah Love.
The Playboy Elijah Love in tow with Centurion Hall. And Marco, this is a man you've shared the ring with before, and it's good to have you here. How you feeling?
Well, I feel amazing because I'm me, you know. I noticed that it's actually a lot cleaner back here than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I thought like you and Toddy maybe lived amongst the mess because, you're lowly roaches.
Roaches?
But it's actually a little dirty back here. I'm impressed.
I mean, it's a warehouse.
Yeah.
Big four-way match underway, of course. This is for your TNF title, Marco.
It's just very amusing how many contendership matches we get to do for my title. I mean, no one is worthy, clearly, ever. So, don't even know why we bother to do this.
Participant #2, weighing in at 200 gigawatts. This is the Future, Corey Futuristic.
Corey Futuristic, #2 in this fatal four-way match. And Marco, on his way in here, already started to ruffle some feathers before the show went live today. Now in this four-way match for your TNF title.
Yeah, those hip gyrations, he's gonna hear from my lawyer. Yeah, Corey Futuristic. You better calm it down in there.
Been in 880 Wrestling before, making his return tonight. What a win it would be if he can actually pick it up tonight.
Participant #3, fighting out of East New York. He is old enough to know better, young enough to not give a damn. This is Shotgun Adam.
Shotgun Adams, #3, another man who has been in a lot of battles recently. Yesterday on the Wrestling Mayhem show, took on MV Young in a parking chair match. Less than 24 hours later here at 880 Wrestling, looking for a TNF title opportunity.
Oh, God. This one.
Oh, the place is about to come unglued.
Okay. Shut the hell up. Really? Okay.
Suntheimer!
One half of the 880 Tag Team Champions, Sammy Suntheimer. Big opportunity here for the three challengers, but anybody could win this and be possibly facing you for that title, Marco. I mean, if Sammy does happen to get a win here, could he be Sammy two straps?
Two straps? Okay. The thing about two straps is only a slag like Sammy could use two straps, okay? Where's Alao anyways?
I mean, Alao's getting ready for his match later on
wow,
tonight.
What a tight friendship. Yeah.
Big fatal four-way action here. Four different unique stars. And Marco, I feel like the best way to start off is asking you, out of the four of these competitors, who would you like to face the most?
Well, I've already beat the snot out of Clammy Oppenheimer before. I've already taken care of Shit Bun Adams' little garden hoe Tatiana a couple months ago. So wouldn't really expect anything out of him. Hori, copyright infringement. And speaking of copyright infringement, Elijah Love, hello. I will say, though, out of any of these four, I would like to grapple around with Elijah in the ring there, I have to say. You know, ooh.
I can see an Elijah Love versus Marco Narciso match on my bingo card in the future.
Yeah, you know, they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but I'm just entertained.
Well, right now, this is a bit of a singles action. We got Shotgun Adams, Sammy Suntheimer, a little show of respect there. Oh, but Shotgun Adams being pulled out by both Centurion Hall and Elijah Love to the outside and right into the steel post.
You know, I can get behind that strategy. I can get behind that.
Of course, anything can go here in this match. You have to keep an eye on 4 different individuals. Elijah Love catches the leg, cover, roll up, only 2. Ducking under now, and look at that athleticism. Elijah Love. With Sammy hoisted up. The pinfall here. Maintains the pressure. What the hell is Sammy looking for? Oh!
Ooh.
Bridging into the cover.
Yeah, Fanny is looking like Buzz Lightyear right now this year.
Oh, another cool cover. Oh. Missing the leg drop there, and Elijah Love. Big kick to the back.
That one was for me. That one was for me.
Oh, and looking for that double stomp. Elijah Love has done that quite a few times, and a big super kick across the face. Marco, I must say, I know me and you have exchanged words in the past before, but I actually want to give you some credit on something for once.
Let's hear it.
Liberty L has been one of the most dominant TNF champions of 880 wrestling history, and I must say, you were the one to dethrone her. Now, the way you did it, unceremoniously, maybe, perhaps, but hey, you've been a great TNF champion so far.
Yes.
But I do got to ask, where's Honey Darling at? We haven't seen Honey Darling.
She's busy. She is a businesswoman, first and foremost, okay?
Covered by Shotgun, and everyone else going to break it up.
You know, you say I beat Liberty as if you're surprised. I'm not. No one in this audience is surprised. Toddy isn't surprised. I know deep down you're not surprised either, Austin.
I was a little surprised tonight. I mean, there's proof on the run back, but that's besides the point. And here is Corey Futuristic. Maybe some possible alliance here. Double stomp from Elijah Love. Was looking for it earlier, but Futuristic breaks up the pinfall. He believes he should have had it. Senton into the cover now, and Elijah Love.
Oh, they're gonna have a tramp off.
A tramp off, is that what we're gonna call it?
Oh yeah. Well, if you wanna beat the champion.
Shotgun out of teetering off now. Chop across the chest. Oh, and a rake to the eyes. Perfectly legal into the backstabber. Oh, and Elijah Love with a code breaker. Covered by Love again. TNF title opportunity on the line. Futuristic breaks it up. Now he goes into a cover.
Wow, everyone just wants to wrestle me so bad. I don't blame them.
Of course, Pittsburgh versus Canada is our next big event, 425, right here at the warehouse. A lot of Canadian talent come in, but right now, Marco, you have your eyes on these 4 individuals as Sammy delivers a big missile drop kick.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if any of them. It doesn't matter if it's anyone from Toronto, okay? I'm going to eliminate them regardless.
Oh, what a DDT. Cover now by Sammy on Elijah, and Corey just breaking it up. Futuristic has Sammy. Sammy looking to be Sammy. 2 straps maybe. Don't know what you quite call that, but he goes into a cover. Shotgun breaking it up. Mark, you got to be impressed. These 4 are laying it all out there just to get an opportunity to fight you. Oh, gosh. Well deserved. Look at this cartwheel. Elijah Love was looking for this earlier into that Alabama slam. Picture perfect, and we've seen this moonsault hit before. Can Elijah Love hit it? He does! All the way from the top. This may do it, and no! Sammy Suntheimer was right on top of it.
God damn, Sammy.
Takes out Elijah Love. Now again a cover on Love, and that's it. There's your challenger.
Interesting.
Winner and the #1 contender for the TNF Championship, Sammy Suntheimer.
very, very interesting.
Sammy Suntheimer with that big shining wizard at the end. Takes out Elijah Love, and that's going to do it. Sammy Suntheimer is your new #1 contender for the TNF Championship. And Marco Narciso leaves the desk to maybe go greet or congratulate Sammy, perhaps. Probably neither or. Slow round of applause from the champion, but in the end, Sammy Suntheimer will get a big win here in our opening contest. Well, thanks for coming, Marco. Sheesh. I thought we were cool. Well, I'm going to welcome into the broadcast desk the voice of 880 Wrestling, my good friend, Toddy Tondera. Toddy, it's great to be with you.
Hey, I'm glad to be your #2 tonight, buddy.
About time we have somebody formidable out here, if you know what I'm saying.
Let's give it up one more time for your winner and the new #1 contender, Sammy Suntheimer. That match is sure to be fantastic. Sammy Suntheimer versus Marco Narciso. I also will encourage people who are here and who are watching live on IndyWrestling.Live and on YouTube. Our next big event will be on Saturday, April 25th, right here at the Warehouse, where we present Pittsburgh versus Canada. Hyper Championship Wrestling up in Ontario will be here, going head-to-head with the folks at 880 Wrestling. It is sure to be a fantastic show, I should say. Be sure to get your tickets right now at Ticket Leap. You can also follow us on social media at 880 Wrestling to get the tickets for that as well. Who's ready for some more wrestling? This next match is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
Big tag team match on their way next, Toddy.
Oh, boy.
Still not fully over what just happened in that TNF title match, especially having to deal with Marco the whole time. I'm glad to have you here.
Yeah, apologies, buddy.
But one of the most dangerous, one of the most cult-like factions that have ever so-called graced us here in 880 Wrestling. The Dead Hand Society is upon us, and you can feel the vibe shift.
Introducing first, team #1. They are the team of fighting out of Asgard, the Viking Rover, Gunnar, Bergmann. His partner, fighting out of Space Coast, Florida, he is the Peanut Butter Zombie, Saturn. Together, they represent the Dead Hand
Gunnar, Bergmann, and Saturn Price of the Dead Hand Society. I guess you could say this is two of the muscles of part of the Dead Hand Society, Toddy. Saturn Price recently had matches against the likes of Casey Moore and Brandon St. James. Gunnar, on the other hand, has been kind of flying under the radar, but still had a match against MV Young recently, so Dead Hand's been put to work.
I think the Dead Hand Society, all of them have been put to work because they're fearless leader, let's put that in quotes, Nick's Wild, hasn't been seen since Painted Black 2.
I was going to say, I haven't quite seen them yet, so who knows. But this next team is very familiar with the Dead Hand Society.
Making their way to the ring, being accompanied by Princess Amanda. They are the team of the Emperor's Finest, the Lord Primarch, Johnny fucking Demise. His partner, pairing for level 4, he is the Gigabyte Grizzly, BroHemoth. You are on Death Watch.
Big BroHemoth and Johnny fucking Demise. This is Death Watch, Toddy. I feel like this is the battle that never ends. Death Watch, Dead Hand, whatever versions of it you get, it always ends up being a banger.
Well, Princess Amanda is alongside Death Watch tonight, and I think a quick rough and tumble start.
Yeah, we're getting started early. These guys are throwing heaters.
Referee Tony in there, I don't know that he's ready for this. He's frozen.
He's been pied, he's been frozen.
Oh.
You see Demise in there teeing off with Gunnar Bergmann. I don't know if this match has officially started yet, Toddy.
I don't think so. I didn't.
You still got the bell in hand.
Yeah.
But Deathwatch is taking it to Dead Hand Society right now. I mean, that was a run. Match is now underway. I mean, Dead Hand has been known for jumping the gun in tag team matches like this. Deathwatch taking a page out of their book.
Well, the dogs are barking for Demise.
Oh, gosh. So this will be Johnny Demise starting things off with Gunnar Bergmann as he delivers a big bulldog there. We've seen Demise in singles competition and tag team competition as well over the last few months. But now back together with BroHemoth.
Well, we do remember Saturn Price and the rest of the Dead Hand Society. A newly crowned member of Deathwatch, Lilith Locke, was taken out by Saturn Price specifically. And the trigger finger, since losing the 880 championship, Austin, has not been seen. So rumors are flying backstage that in the camp of the Dead Hand Society, no one truly knows their future. And especially if you got Gunnar and Saturn on the same page tonight. I mean, they were jockeying for position inside the Dead Hand Society, but I guess it's turtles all the way down.
And here's Demise with a big uppercut to Gunnar. And you bring up a good point, Toddy, because, I mean, Gunnar Bergmann and Saturn Price kind of been jockeying for position within the Dead Hand Society, kind of proving themselves to Nick's Wild. And Nick's isn't quite here right now, so maybe if they get on the same page, they'll climb up the tag team rankings. But they got Deathwatch across the corner from them.
Dare I say, Austin, that maybe since Nick's Wild, they have nothing to prove to Nick's Wild anymore. They have something to prove to one another.
Two of the bigger competitors here in 880 Wrestling. Two of the strongest competitors in 880 Wrestling. Duking it out right now. BroHemoth recently engaged as well. How about that?
Yeah, fiance guy. But you said it yourself best, Austin. I mean, how Deathwatch, since becoming even closer together here at the warehouse, I guess, you know, they say the song that never ends. The song that never ends is Deathwatch and Dead Hand.
Something that I've also noticed, too, is Deathwatch has someone else in their corner tonight, Princess Amanda. She has been known to align herself with tag teams that have been successful over the years. The Matriarchy, Psychedelic Dreams. Who knows? 880 Tag Team Gold could be in the future for Deathwatch. Right now, this is Gunnar Bergmann just laying it on. I still want to know where Nick's Wild found Gunnar.
I'll tell you what. You could take a look at Gunnar and know he's just one bad apple.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, what, he's got to be 300 pounds? I mean, tattoos from stem to stern. The Viking Rover still attempting to make way, but I would say Gunnar, towards the end of Nick's Wild's championship run, was favored over Big Saturn. If you remember, Nick's Wild brought Gunnar to the ring for that cage match.
Good point you bring up, and Gunnar was involved multiple times. Thankfully, Casey Rohr was there to kind of even things out a little bit. But look at Saturn Price just using the shirt to his advantage, choking out the life of Demise.
Of course, Saturn Price has multiple tag team partners, including Aaron Daniel Norman of Anti-Hero. Also pairs up with Dylan Cole, and the trio call themselves the Tragedy Boys.
Oh, look at this, and referee is distracted with BroHemoth, and Saturn Price using the ropes to his advantage. Would have been a 5 count if Tony Leo would have saw.
Well, I think he's still got some whipped cream in the eyes after what the production did to him. The reigning unsanctioned pro tag team champions last night.
Wouldn't be surprised at all. Here is the cover by Saturn Price, and Demise only a 2. BroHemoth was right there just in case.
Oh, choking the life out of Demise.
Yeah, this is just vicious. And you know what, Toddy? This may be a new version of Dead Hand Society, too, because without Nick Wild leading this cult-like following, they're kind of on their own now. They're loose. It's like a dog with rabies.
Yeah. You could even say the Dead Hand Society may have hit the internal reset button, but not a lot known outside of the Dead Hand Society clubhouse. What exactly happens inside the Dead Hand Society clubhouse?
Right now, this is all Saturn Price. Johnny Demise trying to fight from down under, but is far, far away from BroHemoth. And Peanut Butter Zombie lines up his target. Demise gets the boot up. This may be Johnny's chance. Run up to the second rope, but he gets caught.
Yeah, I think he took too much time, Austin.
Way too much time, and Saturn Price knows that.
Of course, Saturn Price was a part of Naptown All-Pro in Indianapolis. Ooh. Welcome back, Naptown Pro. Josh Crane versus Taka Michinoku. Hall of Indie Wrestling's talking about it. Oh, big DDT.
DDT from the top, spiking Saturn Price on his damn head. Demise slowly goes into a cover, but only 2.
I'm going to ask you a question, Austin. What do you think would have been a better opportunity for Johnny to maybe tag in the fresh BroHemoth there? Because as we see, Saturn Price now cutting him off at the pass.
I mean, Andy Reid once said it, no risk it, no biscuit. I guess Johnny Demise was just trying to take advantage of Saturn Price while he still could. But he's going to pay for it as Gunnar Bergmann gets tagged back in. And, you know, I know our fellow broadcast colleague Paul Michaels has had a bit of a history with Gunnar Bergmann.
Yes.
I've also had a history with a fair share of competitors. That is one person I would not want to mess with.
You've also had your fair share of Paul Michaels as well, I would say.
I have, and I know you have with the email situation.
It's tough. It's a tough thing. I've been getting emails, invoices, text messages, and, well, yes, I'm happy to have the professional by our side, but that's why he wears the tie and I don't.
Here's some advice from a college student. There's a spam box for a reason.
Yeah.
And look at Gunnar Bergmann. Demise, every time he tries to throw something at Gunnar, Gunnar just denies it.
Yeah. As these two acquiesce together,
gosh.
Saturn Price and Big Gunnar, I mean, two heavy-handed freaks.
Big sidewalk slam. Down goes Demise, another cover, and BroHemoth is here to break things up.
You know, Johnny's been worked on throughout this contest, and as we jockey for position in the tag team rankings, Gunnar and Saturn, you know, ADN was not able to make it tonight to form anti-hero, but I'll tell you what, if they don't dispatch him, Johnny Demise soon, and his tag, Big BroHemoth is tagged in. Look at him on this side of the apron. His head is steaming. He's on fire out there.
Yeah, BroHemoth wants to get in this match. Freshest competitor by far, but right now this is the Gunnar Bergmann show.
Yeah.
Just whooping Johnny Demise across the ring.
And if anybody was here or watching the Wrestling Mayhem show April Fool's celebration last night, thank you for tuning in 2 nights in a row, being here at the warehouse 2 nights in a row. You see Sean Collier's over here?
Yeah. Celebrities are in the house.
Yeah.
All the stars out for 880 Wrestling.
Yeah.
But of course, teams and factions here in 880 Wrestling want to make a statement because on 425, Toddy, we happen to have Pittsburgh versus Canada.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big-time show, hybrid and 880. A lot of stars going to collide with each other. And speaking of collide, Johnny Demise just took out Gunnar.
Yeah, coming up, Alao Dream versus Robbie Hollywood. A little preview of Pittsburgh versus Canada.
And again, Toddy, this might have been Johnny's chance to get to the corner, but so much has already been taken out of him by Gunnar.
The thing about Gunnar, he doesn't let up. I mean, visually speaking, you'd assume that.
Tag it back in, the big peanut butter zombie. Possible double team action here, and oh, come on.
I guess that was a double team in its own way.
It's disrespectful, that's what that was.
But separating Johnny Demise from BroHemoth in the corner, creating space between Johnny and his tag team partner. But Johnny fighting from underneath, but eats a big bad boot by Saturn.
The theme continues to remain the same. Another cover, and oh, only 2. You see BroHemoth, he almost came in there. I mean, Toddy, what more does Johnny Demise have to do to get in that corner? Do you think he's regretting that tag from earlier?
Well, see, the thing about Johnny Demise right now, Johnny Demise may not be at 100% fighting. Oh, let's see. Oh, try for that sunset flip.
Trying for it, but Saturn Price just too strong. Can he get him down? Oh, he does. Cover.
2. Oh, hands on the ropes.
Yeah, Saturn Price is just a little too close to the ropes there. Demise is pulling everything out of the arsenal tonight. Yeah, to answer that question you asked a little bit before, what does Johnny Demise have to do? Well, I think Johnny Demise knows it only takes 3 seconds to end a contest, and he was trying to sneak one on Saturn Price. But as Johnny Demise gets up here, Johnny Demise is on his feet. I think right now is when he should have made the tag. Oh, God.
Step up Enziguri in the corner.
Catching Demise right on the top of his head. And Demise is rock, Toddy. I don't know if he knows where he's at. Oh, and here's Saturn Price hoisting up Johnny Demise. Good God, what impact. And here is a cover. This is probably no, Toddy, only 2.
I think this is a wise decision by the veteran of the ring, Saturn Price, to keep the more inexperienced of the two in Deathwatch in the ring. But that proves that Johnny is a warrior, because anytime that Johnny has the opportunity to fight back, he doesn't tag in Bro. He goes right on the offense.
And another tag, in comes Gunnar Bergmann. I mean, these frequent tags have been paying off quite nicely for Dead Hand Society. Oh, and look at this, looking for another double team. But Johnny Demise, sends Gunnar into Saturn Price. What is he thinking here? Big running uppercut.
He made those two dance in the dark, huh?
When we take another look at this, this was impressive, Toddy. Oh, and finally tagging in.
Who's really pulling the strings?
Big BroHemoth is now legal.
Oh.
And you know BroHemoth is going to take it to Dead Hand. He is feeling it.
Here comes that Bro train, Austin.
All aboard. BroHemoth, one for Saturn Price. And here's one for Gunnar. Oh, and the train's off the tracks now. Oh. And nothing going to stop BroHemoth as he delivers a big spear.
I mean, BroHemoth, obviously, big, strong boy, big, strong bear. But to take on Saturn Price and Gunnar Bergmann by himself, quite impressive.
That adrenaline kicking in, and look at the strength. World's strongest slam covered on Gunnar, and only 2.
2 count.
Wow. I mean, this is what happens, Toddy, when you put 2 tag teams that know each other so well. Demise is back in to help out his partner BroHemoth.
Well, I don't think that you saw this.
Yeah, what's that in the corner?
Saturn Price went outside and has a brick and is threatening Amanda.
Oh, God. It's not Princess Amanda again. We've seen this before. Demise coming to rescue the princess, and Gunnar went low. Come on.
Referee Tony didn't see it. Oh, God, that whipped cream from the eye. Wait, roll through, shoulders down.
Yeah, shoulders are down. Roll up on Bro. No. Saturn has Demise, and that's it. Come on. Really?
Here are your winners, Gunnar Bergmann, Saturn Price, the Dead Hand Society.
Well, just like that, Saturn Price with the distraction on the outside by grabbing a hold of Princess Amanda, and the Dead Hand Society is going to sneak away with the win. What a disgrace.
Saturn Price has shown time and time again that he just disrespectful. Whoa.
Oh, we're not done. Gunnar and Saturn want to continue, and this is just a full-on assault now.
Why are we not done? Why are we not done?
Oh, God, Saturn Price has a brick, and
what
oh, my
gosh!
Right across the damn skull of BroHemoth. Toddy, we need some medical attention out here. BroHemoth is knocked out cold.
You know, I think the Dead Hand Society is proving a point that even without the black sheep leading the flock, leading the cult that is the DHS, they're bigger and badder or more united than ever.
BroHemoth has not moved since Saturn Price crushed him over the skull with that damn brick. Oh, this is just ridiculous. Well, Saturn Price, Gunnar Bergmann makes their statement, but at what cost?
Whoa!
Really, guys?
What's your problem? What's your problem?
Dixie, baby, I miss you. I love you, don't worry. Dead Hand's good hands.
Well, you heard Saturn Price. Dead Hand is in good hands.
That was for Nix. There's something we don't know about Nix Wild.
I think there's something we don't know about Dead Hand Society. Here, we take another look at this brick across the face. This is... I'm glad to see BroHemoth is on his own 2 feet, but my goodness, that could have ended bad.
That could have crushed his skull.
That could have ended his career.
Folks, give it up one more time for Death Watch.
My goodness.
For the very valiant effort, all things considered. I also will note before we go into our next contest, if anyone's a big fan of this t-shirt that I have on, very stylish, right? From 880 Wrestling. You actually can get it yourselves because we have an Etsy store. Just go to Etsy, search 880 Wrestling. You'll find this shirt as well as tons of other apparel from 880 Wrestling, including event t-shirts for our specific events that we do. They're great memorabilia to have, and they're just great to rep your favorite pro wrestling company here in the city of Pittsburgh. So go check us out on Etsy. This next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall.
Singles action on our way, and like Toddy said before, we have a bit of a preview for Canada versus Pittsburgh here in our next contest. And Toddy, I'm excited for this one. I'm excited.
I think our boy Alao got it in the bag, I'll be honest.
I think so too.
Debut time.
Introducing first, fighting out of Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 160 pounds, this is Robbie Hollywood.
So it was recently announced that Hybrid Championship Wrestling and 880 Wrestling will be going head-to-head and having a bunch of different stars compete on each other's brands. This is Robbie Hollywood representing Hybrid Championship Wrestling. Toddy, can you kind of fill us in a little bit on who Robbie is?
Yes, Robbie Hollywood has been a part of the Hybrid Championship Wrestling roster for quite some time. One half of Generation Now. And in previous statements from Generation Now, they've called out Psychedelic Dreams, they've called out 880 Wrestling, and from what I understand, Will Porter sent Robbie Hollywood here to take care of Hybrid's light work.
Well, I will say, Will Porter was getting into it with Sammy on social media, so I don't know how I feel about that. But what I do know is that this next man happens to be one half of our 880 Tag Team Champions, a fan favorite amongst so many, including ourselves, who is ready to leave it all out there.
Being accompanied by Sammy, Suntheimer, and Billy the Alien, who is one half of the 880 Wrestling Tag Team Champions. This is the prophecy.
Alao Dreams in tow with his tag team partner, Sammy Suntheimer, who earlier tonight defeated 3 other competitors to become the #1 contender for the TNF title. But tonight, Alao Dream represents Pittsburgh as he takes on Robbie Hollywood. What a contest we're in store for.
And we have seen it in the past, Austin, when there is singles matches with Sammy Suntheimer and Alao Dreams on the same night. They're often successful together. And yeah, I got our boy Alao in this one.
You know, Toddy, I know I'm on this side of the desk tonight, but I think I'm going to be a little biased here. I got to go with Alao too. I'm a big fan of what Alao's been doing recently.
Yeah, in the lead broadcast chair this evening, Pittsburgh's favorite Jagoff, Austin Carnes.
Taking on some new rules tonight. I love it.
Hey, you never know.
Alao Dreams, of course, 2-time 880 and the current 880 Tag Team Champions with Sammy Suntheimer. Billy the Alien is out here too, Toddy, so who knows what kind of powers Billy is going to be spelling on Alao to help him in this match.
Well, even if Billy is not by Psychedelic Dreams' side, they are psychedelically connected. Oh, come on, it's too late for that.
I mean,
Alao being a gentleman here. There we go.
There we go. Locking up now finally. Alao Dreams has a hold of Robbie, and I don't know, Toddy. I totally understand this whole Pittsburgh versus Canada thing, but I was actually talking to professional Paul Michaels before the show started. I'm kind of understanding this a little bit more now. I mean, I get it that there's a lot of Canadian talent coming in here, and I absolutely love seeing a bunch of new matches and a bunch of fresh new faces, but at the end of the day, we got to respect the current champions here, and Alao Dreams just so happens to be not only the current, but a 2-time tag team champion.
And let's not forget, the warehouse is the home barn of 880 Wrestling. So all this, let's call it outsiders coming into 880 Wrestling think that they could be successful not only here as Robbie Hollywood being the mercenary sent to TNF, but on April 25th for Pittsburgh versus Canada. They come in here awful confident for a squad that so far has been unsuccessful here.
That's a good point. I mean, how many competitors has MV Young already taken down?
Oh, I mean, let's just count them. I mean, you mean in our ring or their ring? Everyone.
About as many drinks as Carl's had tonight. Oh, look at the athleticism of Alao into a cover on Hollywood. Only 2.
Now, Hollywood is often a part. Oh
gosh, big hurricanrana.
Hollywood is often a part of the tag team generation now. Sure, Alao Dreams is also a part of Psychedelic Dreams, but Alao Dreams has had more singles opportunities in his career than one Robbie Hollywood. So, outmatched, unclassed is Robbie Hollywood tonight.
Alao Dreams was looking for it before, but this time connects with the neck breaker. Here's the cover. I think only a 1 count. Alao Dreams also was successful in singles competition in the past. I mean, I go back to that home run tournament that took place at the Job Toddy, and Alao Dreams and both Sammy Suntheimer were pretty successful in several matches. I mean, that match against Keith Hunt was still probably one of my favorite Alao Dream matches of all time. Oh, gosh!
It's a sign of the Dead Hand Society with that sling blade.
I don't know where the hell Hollywood pulled that from, but here is the cover, and only 2.
Let's talk about his last name, this Hollywood. I mean, I don't know that that works in a blue-collar city like Pittsburgh. From the ropes here. Oh! I mean, it's bring up a good point here. Is there a Hollywood, Canada, even?
I mean, I know there's a Hollywood, California. There's a Hollywood, Florida.
Okay, well.
That's already 2 more than Canada, probably. Cover.
Yeah, not a lackadaisical cover like that is not going to offer Robbie anybody.
I will say I like the pants.
Yeah.
Pants cool.
Yeah.
Nice chain.
Yep.
But right now, Robbie Hollywood taking it to Alao Dreams and a big drop kick right to the back. Ouch. I don't think Robbie Hollywood's making too many fans here in Pittsburgh either. Another cover. Only a 2 count.
Well, we've seen it in the past. Of course, both of us have a lot of respect for William Porter and hybrid championship wrestling, but we've seen them here and there coming around. Even William Porter, he walks in and out of our dressing room, does whatever they want here. And I'll tell you what, I'm starting not to really like that.
You know, Toddy, I try to remain impartial, but the biased commentator accusations have flown for me. Here's another cover. Wait, only 2.
I think we're both hanging out with Paul Michaels too much.
I think we might be.
Yeah.
But no, we've seen the feud on social media earlier today. Obviously, Sammy Suntheimer and William Porter were both getting into it. Alao Dreams is the one that steps up to the plate now that Sammy is #1 contender for this TNF title. But right now, Robbie Hollywood is just wearing down the 880 Tag Team Champion.
What a night it would be for Psychedelic Dreams, for the Pittsburgh and Canada rivalry to start sooner than later. A big win for Alao. Sammy Suntheimer, the #1 contender for the TNF title.
Our roster will continue to look great, and Robbie Hollywood just looking right in that camera.
Yeah, well, buddy, there's no mic on that camera. Try again. Oh!
Right now, this is just back and forth, but a big DDT, my goodness, spiking Alao. Well, Robbie Hollywood telling the fans exactly who he is as he goes into that cover, only a 2 count again.
Yeah, there's some fierce individuals who come to 880 Wrestling here at the warehouse. And the mind of Robbie Hollywood is in the gutter, because I think Robbie Hollywood could have had a more professional cover there, but took too much time jawing, Austin. Jawing with our audience.
I will say those chops were quite effective there. You can hear that from outside.
Maybe they're locker room leaders up there, the Wade Allens of the world, Matthew Grants of the world. Maybe teach Robbie Hollywood a thing or two.
I don't know. Wade scares me a little bit. I've seen some death matches of his, Toddy.
They say you can't stop Wade Allen.
Oh. Well, Alao just drops Robbie Hollywood, stops him for the moment. I know Alao Dream Store can. Oh, gosh!
Oh, but Alao can't make that cover.
Picture perfect from Alao, but he's knocked out cold right now himself. I mean, we take another look. Can't quite capitalize. I mean, Tony, I guess I will play devil's advocate here for a second. How big of a win would it be if Robbie Hollywood was able to come away with the win against Alao Dreams? I mean, that would be big for Canada.
Gigantic, because not only that those Canadians don't have many victories over us, they certainly have never beat an 880 champion, and I don't know that they will.
I don't know if they quite will either, because Alao Dreams right now is making this look like light work.
Super kick from the basement. Oh!
Face first, cover again by Dreams.
That's it. Oh.
Only 2.
Hollywood sticking in there. I think his eyes would be up in the stars like everybody else from Hollywood, but hanging in there.
I'm not no betting man, Toddy, but if my parlay actually hits tonight, I mean, Alao's music would be playing here soon, but Robbie Hollywood's still staying in this.
You can bet on those things?
I guess so. Wait, roll up. No, only 2.
Looking for a Carnes breaker.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's my move, damn it. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, he's standing right here.
Cover on Alao Dreams.
Wait.
No. How about that to get in there?
Come on. I think this kid's trying to be your number 2. If he was allowed here more often.
Your pants suck now. I take it back.
Oh, we've got a big wicker couch being introduced.
A couch?
Yeah, look at that by the door.
Oh, Lord.
Light a match, that thing will go up.
Alao Dreams of Robbie Hollywood just teetering off now. Oh, my God. Chop after chop.
Oh.
You heard him.
Hey, say it, don't spray it.
Robbie not going to take too kind to that. Delivers a big forearm, and one from Alao. Let's go, Alao.
Oh!
See Robbie Hollywood drop to the ground like a fly. Big spinning kick there and a big step up.
Let's not forget the MMA and the BJJ background of Alao Dreams.
Alao Dreams may be young, but certainly has the experience. Crawling over Robbie and a big step up into Gary, catching Dreams. What a match we have.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this one wasn't saved for the 425 show.
Well, I know Robbie Hollywood will be here, and so will Alao Dreams.
Who knows, we have to run it back, and wait a minute. Robbie was possibly looking for the finish. Here's Dreams, though.
Wait, caught.
Wait, backslide into the cover on Dreams.
No.
Shoulders are down.
What?
Wait, what? What?
What the hell?
Really?
George, that was 2. That was 2. That was 3. What?
Are we sure? I mean, wait, here's a replay. Ready? Shoulders are down. 1, 2. I don't know. The shoulder. Just what? I mean, just because you're a former VCW World Champion doesn't mean you get to count that fast.
Yeah, George. Whose side are you on? So be that as it may, Robbie Hollywood, the biggest win of his career against Alao Dreams tonight. Oh, and he's just walking out of here? You know what? I'm going to message Will. I got something on my mind.
Yeah, I don't know how I quite feel about that, Toddy. Alao Dreams put up a valiant effort here against Robbie Hollywood on Thursday Night Fights, but Hollywood gets the win off of a backslide of all things. I mean, how ceremonial.
And use the Carnes breaker?
That's my move. I did that in thumbtacks.
Well, look, Psychedelic Dreams, still your 880 Tag Team Champions. Sammy Suntheimer, still your #1 contender for the TNF Championship.
Let's go, Dreams.
Let's go, Dreams. Boy, oh boy.
Well, folks, what a match that was, huh? That's the type of battles you're going to get to see every week here on Thursday Night Fights. And it's the battles you're going to get to see April 25th on Saturday, Pittsburgh versus Canada. You guys got a lot of Pittsburgh pride I could hear in that last matchup. So be here to rep this city come April 25th. Before we continue on, we want to give a big shout out to some of the folks that make Thursday Night Fights happen each and every week. They are so vital to what we do in this long-running, 3-year-long running project that we've been doing here for 880 Wrestling. So we want to give them some thanks. First of all, our sponsors for this evening. Give it up to La Spada Contracting and Landscaping. Go visit them for your home renovation needs. 412-508-1669. You can also check out Arnold Glass and Vape right outside of New Kensington. Shout out to TR and everyone over there. Go visit them. We won't ask any questions. I also want to give a shout out to the people who make this happen every week on IndyWrestling.live and on YouTube. Give it up to Sorg and everyone over at Sidekick Media Services, including our amazing camera people. Shout out to Matt, shout out to D, who've been doing a fantastic job tonight, broadcasting us all around the world. I also want to give a shout out over on sound. Give it up for the emotional support twink, Lane Alexander!
Lane in front of us, not used to that.
With a nice, more front-facing view this time around. We're so glad. Thank you, Lane. We want to shout out our lighting crew as well. Give it up for Zane. Give it up for Aaron, the entire Woods family. Yeah, there we go.
Tell a kid to take the leader shirt off.
They do fantastic work.
What's up with that?
As always. I want to shout out our commentary team. Give it up for Pittsburgh's favorite jag-off, my favorite jag-off, Austin Carr.
You know it, Eamon. You know it. Go Cardinals, baby. Go
Cardinals
Cardinals.
red tonight.
Go Cardinals.
And, of course, how could I forget the voice of 880 Wrestling? Give it up for Toddy Todd Dara!
I forgot my hair was in a ponytail. Big, strong Toddy. Thank you.
I also want to thank our referees for this evening. Give it up for Tony Leo and George Ross, who have been doing a fantastic job calling the action tonight.
Get up for that lonely guy in the chair.
And last but not least, my name is Eamon Payton. Thank you all for allowing me to host
We love
this
Eamon.
evening and every
Love that
Thursday
little guy.
for Thursday Night Fights. Now with that out of the way, this match is a singles match scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Fest Wrestling and Hybrid Heavyweight Championships.
Well, we were talking about Hybrid Championship before, but now we have a double title match, as both the Hybrid and Fest Championship will be on the line. And this is going to be easily, Toddy, the biggest match of this young man's career.
Here comes the muscle of the DOJ.
Micky Morris.
What's that shirt say?
I know.
Mickey gonna kill you. Oh boy, wait till MB sees that.
Well, Micky Morris, of course, has been with the Department of Jocks for quite some time. Has always been in the corner of Dev Swayze and Big Jim Fridge, but tonight he goes in at it alone against the King of Pittsburgh, his coach, his trainer, and the guy that he has looked up to. But I don't know if the shirt is really the wisest choice by Mickey. I don't know.
Yeah, of course, the Enjoy Odyssey, Micky Morris was there helping out, had the opportunity to chain around a little bit with Lee Moriarty, and Lee thought he was pretty good.
What better person to say than Lee Moriarty? Well, this man right here has been all over the country, but he is the king of one city and one city only, and that is Pittsburgh. Okay, there's the titles. I was wondering where they're at. MV Young, Best Wrestling Champion, Hybrid Wrestling Champion, of course. Pittsburgh versus Canada, the big event that me and Toddy keep talking about all night long. And you know MV will be there. But can he hold on to that title going into it if he can get through Micky Morris?
I mean, he barely holds on to him. He just throws him around.
Just carries him around like his luggage. MV Young all dripped out just one day before opening day. Well,
yeah, Connor Griffin, big contract.
Your referee for this contest, senior official George Ross.
Former VCW champ.
Introducing first, to my right, the challenger, fighting out of the South Hills of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Weighing in tonight at 155 pounds, he is representing the Department of Jocks. This is the Muscle, Micky Morris! And his opponent, to my left, fighting out of 829 Industry Street, a.k.a. the Warehouse, by way of the shop and 880 Dottie Block. He is Pittsburgh made, Pittsburgh paid, and internationally laid. He is the current reigning and defending Fest Wrestling and Hybrid Heavyweight Champion. This is the King of Pittsburgh, MV Young!
That big fight feel here at the Warehouse. There is the gold that will be defended. And Toddy, we're in store for a hell of a match. I can't wait for this one.
In recent weeks here, there's been such a rebirth, such an ascension of the DOJ. A big victory over MDMA last night from DOJ. Micky Morris. I'll tell you what, I'll put you on the spot, Austin, sure. MV Young, double champion, very experienced. Micky Morris just starting his time in professional wrestling. What will the CCAC Auxiliary Gym look like if Micky Morris is double champ tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what, the CCAC Gym will certainly be partying. The campuses will be full. The dorm rooms will be out the door. But Micky Morris has the toughest challenge yet. He has to beat MV Young in the center of his own ring. And I don't know if a test of strength is quite the best move at the start of the match, but Micky bridging into it.
Yeah, the biggest test that he's ever had is accomplishing a bachelor's degree, and now he's up against MV Young.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about second grade arithmetic, but I guess that's close enough.
I was trying to be nice.
Oh! Shoulder after shoulder, and Micky's going to have to regroup. And there's no timeouts in wrestling, Micky. Come on now.
He is a collegiate athlete. He likes to stay low to his competitors. Likes to work on those legs, wants to work on those limbs. But MV Young, I mean, taught a lot of Micky what Micky knows. So MV Young, for several weeks, MV has wanted an opportunity to go against Micky. Being a double champion, he likes to give a lot to his students. Micky Morris wants to level himself up, while the King of Pittsburgh said, I got an idea for you. Go against me.
And we've seen MV Young give out so many countless opportunities, to which some in Canada, some here in 880 Wrestling, and just some randomly across the independent scene. MV Young wants a challenge. And Micky Morris may be one of the most interesting challenges because of how agile he is. Oh gosh, look at Micky. Second rope, cross body. Covered now and only one.
Oh, drop kick.
And you know, Tony, that sneaky athleticism might catch MV Young off guard here in this match. Oh gosh.
Big senton. And let's not forget, Austin, 425, Pittsburgh versus Canada. MV Young puts both those championships on the line against one Sway Archer. But he's got to get through Micky tonight.
I'm about to say, if Micky Morris somehow gets an upset win here, I mean...
Triple threat, who knows?
Triple threat, Micky versus Sway. I mean, we've already seen an upset with Robbie Hollywood of all people. Oh, another roll-up.
Don't remind me about Robbie Hollywood.
Oh, God, big super kick. Talk about it on the podcast this week. If Lucas lets you come on.
Lucas Clowns?
Lucas Clowns.
Ugh. Downtown Nick Brown would never.
No, he would never. And look at Micky just scoping out MV Young. I got to say, this is wise strategy. Not jumping the gun, not going into it too early. Oh, gosh. Oh, never mind. I'm going to eat my own words there. Oh, into the trash can. Good God.
Well, they forgot to clear the runway, but there was a landing. The King of Pittsburgh.
Cleanup on aisle 9. Micky Morris just sent it to the garbage can. Look how much rubbish that is.
The DOJ turning into the DOT, the Department of Trash. And just like we always say at 880 Wrestling, our facilities, our venues are a part of the madness and the violence that we bring. Walk him around, dog walk him, MV. Kids love MV.
Yeah, the kids love MV Young. Micky was just bounced off the table, and now he's being taken all around the warehouse.
What is he, where's he going?
I don't know, he sat Micky Morris in a steel chair in the front row. And MV Young lining up his target perhaps. Charging it up, oh God! Forearm strike across the face sends Micky to the ground.
You know, they called Frank Thomas the big hurt. Well, this is the bigger hurt. Oh.
Micky's still in that seated position, but MV's not done. MV possibly loading up for another. Oh, take off! Good God, into that damn garbage. Wow.
Wow, shaking the building off the moorings.
Toddy, did you see the garage door move a couple inches?
Yeah, I saw our cameras move, the chairs move. And right now, this is a double championship, so senior official George Ross is going to swallow that whistle.
And this may be the advantage that Micky Morris needed. MV Young favoring his arm, favoring his shoulder. And Micky Morris has a weak spot on the king.
Why is Eamon cleaning up all that trash? Get Robbie Hollywood out here.
Get William Porter out here too while you're
Yeah,
at it.
well, he didn't. They didn't show up this week. They said they would. Never did.
And I must say, I am impressed with Micky Morris right now, finding that weak spot, taking advantage of MV Young, and oh gosh, right on the ropes. Now this is the point in the match where I question whether or not Micky gets too cocky or too confident as he goes into that cover.
And let's not forget that spill out. MV Young head over heels into that garage door.
Yeah, MV Young is in bad ways right now. That shoulder is not 100%, and Micky Morris understands that. Off the ropes he goes, looking for a possible scoop and slam there. Well, wait, MV up over the back. Oh! Big Yarnagi.
Just in time for opening day, smashing Micky Morris, as always they say, like a bag of ice on the ground.
Flat goes the jock. MV Young dropping Micky Morris right now, but again, you can see MV Young still visibly in pain from that crack that he had on the outside. Lines up his target, nobody home. Up and over goes MV.
There's that engine.
Oh, and a big shotgun drop kick into the corner.
Always think of MV as the James Farrier of 880 Wrestling, and this is why. Oh, that's not why.
Spiking MV on his head. Micky Morris with the cover.
Oh, no!
Oh! So close, yet so far away. Only two. Micky Morris holding his own with MV Young, of course. Hybrid Championship is on the line. Fest Championship is on the line. We got our big show on April 25th where MV Young will be defending against Sway Archer, but who knows if he's going to be 100% going into that. Oh, wait a minute.
Small package.
Cover by Morris, though. Again, MV Young fights from down. He delivers the neckbreaker, now a senton, taking a page out of his coach's book. Here's the cover by Morris again. No.
Two.
This is nail-biting, Toddy.
It certainly is.
I mean, here we take another look at that senton from Micky Morris. Micky thought that was going to do it for MV, but MV Young still has so much fight left in him. What a chaotic night we had.
I know.
And again, this time gets it. And now MV Young has Micky Morris up into that sit-out powerbomb. Here is the cover by the champ in only two.
Uh-oh, creating some space is Micky Morris. I don't know that he knew where he was in the ring, but he just wanted to get out of dodge. Smart move.
Typically a veteran move, but again, Micky Morris has studied the playbook of MV Young so many times and understands that ring awareness. Get out of harm's way while you still can.
And I think part of that is, this is a cement floor. There's a brick floor here. It's colder down below, so I think that was he needed a little ice on his back, so he's rolling around on the ground. Cool him off a little bit. Uh-oh.
Oh, big slap across the face. And the fans have the best view ever of this. Oh. Oh, God.
Oh, well.
I mean, do I even really need to say it, Tony, at this point? Micky Morris laying in the chop to MV Young. And I don't think MV Young's just walking it off. I think he's thinking about his next move. Batter up! I mean, I know the Pirates got Connor Griffin now, Toddy, but I mean, they could probably use an MV. Oh, and wait a minute, Morris. Perhaps looking to put MV through that table, that merchandise table. Oh, but MV, good God, on the table! MV Young drilling Micky Morris onto that table.
Hey, save those tables. We don't have too many of those, buddy. Holy crow.
I'm shocked that Micky is still crawling, still somehow in this match.
Well, I hate to correct you. I don't know. I think that's MV walking him around.
Walking like a damn dog.
Yeah.
You can see the damage that Micky has taken. So many bruises already forming too.
Well, with the ascension of the DOJ, regardless. What?
That's not wise at all. Wait a minute, Sling Blade!
What? Wait, cover.
This could be an upset. Morris with the cover. No! And just as we thought, Micky Morris was so close to winning not one but 2 championships.
Gotta be honest with you, after what we saw with the merchandise table over here, I didn't think Micky Morris, the muscle of the DOJ, had anything left.
Oh, wait a minute. Looking for that Pittsburgh play. And he got all of it. Here is the cover by the King and ring it out.
He is your winner, and still best wrestling and hybrid heavyweight champion, the King of Pittsburgh, MV
Young, with the injured shoulder and all, still retains both his best and hybrid championship wrestling championship as we take another look at that Pittsburgh plunge, which sealed the deal and picked up the win for the King of Pittsburgh. And Toddy, what an amazing action of Thursday night fights that we had. That's going to do it for 880 Wrestling.